Depression is a serious mental health condition that can affect anyone, regardless of their age. However, young people are particularly vulnerable to depression, and in Medellin, Colombia, depression is a major public health problem with a prevalence of a rate of 10% among teenagers. There are a number of factors that contribute to depression in young people, and the first one is stress. Young people are often under a lot of stress, both academic and social. The stress can lead to feelings of anxiety and overwhelm, which can make it difficult to cope with life. The second one is trauma. Many young people in Medellin have experienced trauma, such as violence or poverty. This trauma can make them more vulnerable to depression. And the third one is genetics. Depression can also run into your veins. So if a young person has a family history of depression, they are more likely to develop itself.
Depression can have a significant impact on the lives of young people. It can affect their relationship, it can affect also their performance in work or is related, and it also can affect their overall well-being. In some cases, it can also even lead to suicide. According to the Colombian Institute of Medicine and Forensic Sciences, suicide is the second leading cause of death among young people. There are several things that can be done in order to prevent and treat depression in young people. The first one is education. It is important to educate young people about the signs and symptoms to look for so that they know in the early stages and start treating the solution to the problem of depression in young people is virtual reality and artificial intelligence chats. With VR and AI chats, we can create experiences that will allow the users to, first, identify and understand their emotions. Second, connect with other people who are struggling with depression. And third and last one, to develop their own healthy ideas.
Could virtual reality soon become a useful tool in fighting depression? That's mydaily.com.
One example of a VR experience that could be used to help young people with depression is a VR relaxation experience. VR Serene is a virtual reality experience that helps young people to cope with stress, anxiety, and depression. The experience takes the user to a peaceful and calming environment where they can relax and de-stress. The experience also includes a number of interactive elements such as breathing exercise and guided meditation. Cognitive behavior therapy, most known as CBT, is a collective of therapeutic techniques that promote changes in behavior and cognition. This is an evidence-based intervention for depression and is effective in reducing symptoms of the same. Virtual reality technology has the potential to act as a delivery format for CBT in dealing with depression. This technology allows the user to feel immersed in a virtual computer-generated world that is achieving use in head-mounted display that creates the illusion of realistic perception. This technology allows the user to feel immersed in a virtual computer-generated world that is achieved using a head-mounted display that creates the illusion of a realistic perception. The head movements allow the experience to be interactive in the virtual environment. VR Serene could be located in a dedicated space at the University of Africa, such as a student wellness center or a consulting center. The device could also be made available to students through a mobile VR unit, which could be taken to different locations on the campus. Here is an example of how a student might use VR Serene. First, the students go to the Student Wellness Center and ask to use the VR. Second, the staff members help the students to put on the VR headset. The student is transported to a peaceful and calming environment. The student follows the instruction on the screen to complete a series of breathing exercise and guided meditation. After the experience is finished, the student takes off the VR headset and talks to a staff member about the experience. VR Serene could be also used in conjunction with other mental health services, such as therapy and medication. For example, a therapist could use VR Serene to help a student to learn relaxation techniques or practice coping mechanisms. This is a promising new solution for helping young people to cope with stress, anxiety, and depression by providing a safe and controlled environment in which to relax and de-stress. VR Serene can help young people to improve their mental health and well-being.
Okay, another tool that we have created is a chat named Wellness Whisperer that could be used to provide support to young people with depression. This chat could be trained to identify the signs and the symptoms of the depression and offer an advice and a support. And finally, the chat can also be used to connect young people with others who are struggling with depression. Also, the EA chat could be trained to identify the user's mood and adjust its responses accordingly. For example, if the user is feeling sad or bad, for example, the EA chat could offer words of encouragement or suggest activities that might help the user to feeling better. Also, the EA chat could be integrated with other tools or resources, such as a calendar or a to-do list. This would allow the EA chat to provide more specific and personalized advice to the user. For example, the EA chat could suggest ways to manage the user's time more effectively or reduce their time workload.
The use of AI chats to help young people deal with depression is relevant to the several sustainable goals. And the third one, which is good health and well-being, AI chats can help to improve the mental health and well-being of young people by providing them with support, advice, and resources. This can help to reduce the risk of depression or other mental illnesses.